Little Caesar is a 1931 gangster film directed by Mervyn Leroy. It's based on the novel by W.R. Burnett. It stars Edward G. Robinson in his signature role and Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Now, I had been wanting to see this movie for a while actually because I like old time gangster films. Well, I like gangster movies in general, but all these are really old ones from the 1930s about bootleggers and all the ones that really paved the way, like the original Scarface and the Public Enemy. I really have enjoyed, but for some reason, Little Caesar just got swept under the rug all these years. Nothing wrong with that, but what what I got out of finally actually seeing Little Caesar was a very ordinary movie. Like, okay, there's been lots of things that, okay, back in the 1930s, yeah, you had lots of gangster films, and they were really similar with each other, but they ultimately had their own sense of identity with one another. They all really strive to really one up each other in terms of really everything. Like Scarface with Paul Muni was very violent, and it also had dynamite acting. It just tried to be something really awesome, like all around. But with Little Caesar, it just blends in. Okay, yeah, it does blend. Like a lot of these good ones, even Scarface and Public Enemy, they do blend in with each other, but you can still pinpoint which one's which. And with Little Caesar, it just feels like this one, this one's just very not special, really at all. I mean, like I like Edward G. Robinson, but this is not one of his best films. I'm kind of surprised that this was his breakout film and that this was the one that people best remember him for. Because the first G. Robinson movie that I saw that starred him was Brother Orchid, which was a good movie. But I would say the best his best movie in general, the best thing that he acted in was would have to be Double Indemnity. Even though the main characters in the film are Fred McMurray and Barbara Stanwyck. Edward G. Robinson steals every scene that he's in that movie. But with Little Caesar, it's just your standard rise and fall sort of thing. And the acting in this really isn't all that good either. I wouldn't say that the acting in this is bad, but it just feels like it you can tell that the people are actually acting. Nothing in this movie really feels natural, and frankly, when it comes to acting, delivering a good performance, it shouldn't ever seem like it's acting, but you get that here instead. Yeah, this movie, it's really not special. Just your average, run of the mill sort of thing. It falls way below um, your standard things with James Cagney and Paul Muni. Does this movie suck? No, not quite. Just one of those nah sort of things. So yeah, have to give Little Caesar from 1931 2 stars.